Well, it's a pretty miserable day today, constantly throwing it down, strong winds as well. So the lighting here might not be as good as it should be, so apologies in advance for that. But when it gets this time of year, we start thinking about doing more things in the van. You've got to keep that as busy as possible through winter. And we've been doing a few bits and bobs, or rather I should say Ginny has, in the bedrooms. So I'll give you a quick look at what she's been doing. So if we go down the corridor, them lights are really good. We'll just go into the main bedroom, flick this light on, it's a little dark in here today. But if you look over there, Ginny has been making curtains and she's done a really good job of them as well. And also the pelmet to match. I think they've come out really well and saved us a bit of money as well. So going into this bedroom, Jenny's done the exact same thing in here. Nice new curtains that she's made. And this is his dressing room. You'll remember we bought those railings so that we could have as many clothes as possible in here. Plus they're also out of the way and they're getting aeration constantly, so we don't have to worry about mould. So as you can see, Ginny's been quite busy over the last few days making new curtains for this van, and I think she's done a fantastic job as well. But there is another part to this video, and it's concerning these settees that we've got. We were toying with the idea of getting rid of one and just keeping the 3-seater, and as you've probably already noticed, I'm still on the 2-seater, but we have moved things around a little bit. There was quite a few people that suggested that if we wanted to keep both settees, why don't we just put the TV on the wall? So we pondered that, and then I decided it were a good idea. So that's exactly what I've done. So now we can keep the 2-seater and the 3-seater, and if you remember, this one is also a sofa bed. And I don't know if I've shown you that on the last video. Once I move some of this stuff out of the way. It's pretty easy to use as well. Just take those cushions away. I've put that under there to stop the cushions dropping because it is quite bouncy. And then I believe it just pulls out like that. Not 100% sure how you set it up. So that's pretty much it, but it makes a really big bed, as you can see. I can't fold it completely out because of all the things I've got in the way. But that is really convenient to have. That just snaps back down and then we slide it back into place like that. That's something that we actually got last year. Really nice, soft, and it helps keep you warm. Because I've heard we've got some pretty cold temperatures, haven't we? It was mentioned on news this morning that there is a chance that in December we could see the return of the beast from the east. And if you remember the last time that happened, it dropped really low. Fingers crossed it's not as bad as last time, even if it does happen. But that's another advantage of us buying this van and moving out of the other one. Because the previous van, as you'll probably know, had no central heating, so we fitted lots of electric heaters around the place, and that definitely took the edge off and helped us. But now since we've got this van, we've got full central heating, and I think it's going to make this year a lot different. We do, however, have to keep his eye on the gas supply, and it's not just for us because we run this site, so we have to constantly keep an eye on how many gas cans is left, because yesterday I sold about 4, and I also need another one for me because we've got what they call a pigtail outside, so you can connect 2 gas cans at the same time, and they work on pressure. So when one's run out, the other one automatically kicks in. So on days especially like this, you don't have to go outside in rain to switch it over manually. Because I know some people on site have got the manual ones. So definitely a useful piece of kit to have on Caravan. I'll just give you a quick look at the layout and that TV. So this is what the living area looks like now. We've got that 3-seater there because it actually fits a lot better there than where it were. We've got that as well, which we've kept. And that's the 2-seater that you've just seen me on. And now that we've put that TV on wall, everything fits perfectly. And it wasn't such an hard job to put that TV on wall either. It's not quite finished at the moment. As you'll probably notice, you can see the wires. So we're going to get that sorted out. I'm just going to extend them a little and then maybe get some conduit, if that's what they call it, so I can just tidy the whole area up. Because what I do is I have my laptop connected to the TV via an HDMI cable. So when I'm doing video editing or anything on the computer, I can see it on big screen. And it just makes life that little bit easier. That's in place, a little bit more to do. But the most important thing is we kept all that furniture. We've also got lights on top of there. I don't know if I've shown you those before either. I never noticed them, if I'm honest. But I think we might be looking at making new curtains for this area as well. So that's the new layout of this Caravan. And I think it looks really well. So thank you so much to everybody that commented and advised us to put that TV on wall and keep this piece of furniture as well. So as we approach December, we've started going around all vans on site just to make sure that everybody has got the pipes legged, because there was major problems last year. A few people on site left the vans over winter, and not only were some pipes not lagged, they didn't turn off the main water supply. So at some point there were problems, and there was 4 vans that got flooded. And as you know, they've got wooden floors, so that causes major problems. So to avoid it this year, we're going to go round every van on site, and any of the vans that are sat empty, I'm going to turn off the main water supply if they've not done it already. Because if you can just do that, that's a massive help. We don't want people coming down in spring to flooded vans with rotting floors. And I'm sure everybody will agree that this weather is really on turn now. So we'll get those bits and bobs sorted out. And we've also had something new done on site. And when it stops raining, we'll have a little walk over and I'll show you what it is. This weather's still looking a little dodgy, but for the moment it's stopped raining. So we'll go outside and I'll show you some work that we've just had done. We better hurry up because that sky is not looking good. This area was all waste ground and overgrown, so we've had it all dug up and cut back. You can see where there used to be a tree, but that fell down last year. But we wanted to make a nice border along the side of here, so we got some guys out and they sorted that out, and it goes all the way down to the bottom of the site. And I think they've done a brilliant job of that. It looks like that rain's kicking back in, so I'm going to make a dash back to the van. So as you've just seen out there, it's a pretty miserable day and the rain feels really icy. I know that tonight it's going to drop down to 1 degree, but hopefully nothing will freeze. But we are getting a supply of antifreeze, so we can put that down the sinks and toilets, which will definitely help. And we'll probably do that on some empty vans as well, just to give them that little bit extra protection. And as you saw, the fence that's been put up, great job, and a really nice, clean border. And it's part of lots of jobs that we're going to be doing on site, especially come New Year. But for now, I'm happy to be able to keep this furniture, thanks to the advice I got from you guys. So once again, really appreciate that. And you can probably hear this rain is starting to hammer down once again. But while ever we've got jobs to do inside this van, we'll be able to keep busy and make yet more improvements. Because one last thing, the doors to partition off this room from the kitchen are already on the way. Anyway, thank you so much for being part of this channel. I really do appreciate it. And if you want to see any more improvements we make inside and outside this van, then please hit that subscribe button and press that notifications bell. And I'll see you next time. Take care.